But yeah, so that shit like ruined the sex act for me. And so it's like the guy at work and shit. I got 5 wives. It's like, okay, when I talk to this chick at work and shit, it's like when she first saw me, she gave me that googly eye thing where it's like, you know, where they look up at you like you God or some shit, or you Jesus or some shit, or whatever the fuck they worship. And it's like, you know they're attracted to you. But then when you start talking to them and shit, it's like they're so out of touch. They don't even like they don't even give a fuck about who you are. You know what I'm saying? It's like they immediately start like, I don't even know what the word to say. It's like they think they're talking to somebody else, but they're not. And how would they even know when they don't even know you? You know? It's like you probably get all the bitches. You probably fucking different hoes and shit, and you looking like, no, I don't. Like what? Why are you just like, bitch? All you gotta do is get to know me. You know? And it's sad because I've come to find out even the ones that try to get to know you and all this shit, still be thinking that shit. Be still like treating you in such a certain way. It's a weird thing. It's really weird. Like they try to like give you this jock false self-esteem and shit. They try to use you and shit in a weird way. You know, it's different. Like I've had it before happen to me. Like I had a friend that was a chick, right? We were friends, but I could tell she was kind of using me as some type of substitute boyfriend type bullshit, but was not trying to give me the pussy because she wasn't trying to like, you know? It's just weird. It's like, I'm not gonna give him the pussy because I'm not a whore and I have self-respect and dignity and status, you know, but then she wants to like, you always tell this chick like, oh, I'm gay or whatever the fuck. I told her I was gay. At the time I was, or whatever the fuck. And then like, it's like she's there trying to help me be gay, but it was like, I'm not really gay, I'm on the fence. I don't really know. Shit. And we had so much fun together, it was like, shit, we should just go out. We should fuck. And then she's like, all like, took back by all this shit. And it's just like, I know it sounds kind of like, what the fuck? But it makes kind of perfect sense. And you start realizing like, yeah, this bitch is just like, using me as type of like, she doesn't make me go out places with her and shit. You know, so it's like she kind of like using me for some type of like, you know, boyfriend mentality. And that's what bitches like really want. They say women want love and men want respect, but that's bullshit to me. Because you see what's going on. I'm in the car sometimes and the chick takes me home from work. She's the same chick. And she be like, her music is so like self-validating. It's like, she really sucks as a person. Not on being nice. I'm just talking about being, you know, intellectually smart and shit like that, you know? Not like some type of scientific smart motherfucker. But just critical thinker. You know what I'm saying? They lack that shit and they want somebody to validate them and give them everything in the world. And it's like women want something for nothing. So she don't want to work on herself, but wants a man to sit there and be all this shit for her to make her feel like she's the shit. That's what these love songs be doing and shit. And it just aggravates me. Because you're like, what the fuck? And these niggas be doing that shit, right? Spitting game, acting like, always playing around, you know, all this shit. Because they want to feel like they the shit. So they act like a fucking retard to get attention, you know? And they should fucking do it by fucking with women or messing with women, you know what I'm saying? I mean, literally messing with, like, fucking with, like, hollering at them and spitting game and shit, acting like a damn fool to get that attention from a woman. And they think, like, oh, yeah, I got respect, you know? And they think, like, okay, like, yeah, I'm the man. And they say that's confidence and shit. You know?
Absolutely, it might not be me. You understand?
So, you know, I mean, that shit, that's why I just be like, what the fuck, you know? You know, that shit, it's just really fucking lame, bro. That's why it's like, man, like, you know? Because it just fucks with you because you don't be trying to do all that shit. You just really want to just like be the woman. You're a man. I mean, damn, you know? It's like nature and shit. And then like, y'all fucking take care of y'all, of each other and shit. But they want to like put all this shit to it. And it just fucks it, the whole thing up. You know? It just fucks the whole thing up. And it just sucks because it's like I don't even know what to say. Like this shit is just like it's almost kind of I'm almost speechless about it. It's just like what the fuck? Like the feeling is just like when you're a virgin, it makes it worse because it's like you really don't. It's not that you want to be validated, but everybody starts fucking with you in a way where they make you feel like you ain't man enough or you ain't woman enough to partake. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you get intimidated by it and shit because it becomes this fucking Greek goddess. You know what I'm saying? Or god or some shit. Because the fucking standards are too high. The fucking pedestal is fucking too fucking high to fucking sit on. But it's not though. You know, these motherfuckers are just making shit up and, you know, being extra, you know? It's like a bitch telling you to move furniture around and she constantly telling you after you've moved that motherfucker, I don't like that, I want it this way. I don't like it that, I want it this way. You know? So yeah, the shit is just really fucking lame, man. It's like really fucking lame, you know. Yeah, I live in a pretty much an area where like, yeah, I can't really do this type of shit, you know. But I'm really just walking, you know. And the people are just kind of like, oh, let me just suck, you know what I mean? So I don't know, but you gotta learn how to ignore people, I guess. So yeah, man. I was like, so yeah, it starts to suck, man, because it's just like it makes you feel like what the fuck, like, you know, like what's the problem? And then you look at like it makes you realize. I feel like you look at other people and shit, and you feel like okay, like they got a bitch, he got a bitch, he has a son, and he's like 4 feet tall, you know. These regular motherfuckers, I'm talking about regular motherfuckers now. Not your so-called chads and shit. We're not even doing all that type of shit right now. We're just really talking about just people in general. And it's like, what the fuck, you know? You know, that shit makes you really wonder and shit, like, why? What's going on? What is this? You know? So it's just like I be feeling so like down and shit sometimes when it comes to that shit, because it's like it's not even like when is it gonna happen. I don't even care. Like when I'm by myself and shit, I don't give a fuck about that shit. And it's like I don't know if y'all go through this shit, you know, but I be going through this shit. You know, like it's like when I'm around a woman, right? I'm like, let's see if I'm attracted to her. Like, this is what happens. When I'm around a woman, right? I'm not initially attracted to her, even if she's super attractive. Like, that's not my, like, thing. What gets me is when they look at me and they think, okay, he's attractive. That's when I fucking get be like, you know, I be kind of like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, you know? That shit kind of, like, scares me or some shit. I'm going across the street because you know, the energy kind of get weird over here. Motherfuckers are just kind of weird, you know? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? The energy gets a little fucking awkward and shit. You know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, she's letting me know that I guess she's interested or something like that, whatever. So then you're like, okay, man, woman, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and, you know, pursue this, I guess. I'm supposed to, you know, let her know I'm interested, of course. Whatever, you know? And then, like, you try, because, right? But when you try, it's like it should catch you off guard because you're not like thinking about that shit. So you be like, oh shit, okay, whatever. I mean, you know, it'd be like a split. It'd be like in a way where it's like they don't want you to know, but they do it so fucking blatantly obvious. It's like if you walked up to behind a girl, right, and just like literally bent over and stared at her ass and was like, damn. And she turned around real quick, and then you turned around so she won't look at you in the face, and then like walked away. But as you walk on away, you look behind yourself, and she's still staring at you. It's like, that's what women be doing. But on like a verbal level and shit, and be thinking they don't be doing shit. And it's like, bro, are you fucking stupid? You know what I'm saying? So when you see that shit, you be thinking like, okay, like maybe she likes me. Oh shit. And so, you know what I'm saying? He's like, okay, whatever. So then you sit there, you be like looking at her and shit, you know. Be like, all right, let me check this out. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you know what I'm saying? Nice ass, okay. Nice titties, you know what I'm saying? Nice face. She's kind of funny. Cool. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I think I like. It's kind of cool. You try to fucking sit here and do shit, and it's already no caps. It's like, oh no. You thought you could talk to me? You know what I'm saying? Or then she tries to friend zone you or some type of weird shit. And you just looking like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And it gets kind of annoying. When I say friend zone, I mean like, she literally like, how do I explain this? She talks to you as if, how do I explain this shit? It's really complicated, but I know what I'm talking about. It's like she talks to you as if you guys are not intimate, or you can't get intimate. You know, she talks to you like as if she's like your big sister. You're her way little brother or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like she has to keep it like PG and shit. And that shit lame as fuck. And you just looking like, you know what I mean? She tries to make it seem like, oh, you're not big enough to like talk about sex and shit. And it's like lame. So like, what the fuck? Or like just anything in general that fucking has to do some real shit. I mean, I remember the girl that friends on me, right? Or whatever. Like, it was like, I talked to her about having kids, and I was just like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about having kids. Like, I mean, I just realized in life, kids are not really planned. They just be happening. Just fuck take care of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. You ain't finna be like, you ain't like, you know, got a career in this motherfucker. Motherfucker got a regular job and shit. You're a regular motherfucker. And she was all like, I don't know, loop-de-whoop, I see my mom. Like, why are you tripping over some shit? Like, see what I'm saying? So it's like, it should be dumb as fuck, bro. So it's like, it should be lame on a certain level where you should be feeling like, what the fuck, bro? You know? Like, and then it just kind of is so much headache that you kind of just don't want to fuck with it anymore. So you don't really do anything. You know, it's like, basically, today also, the other chick, she's a little younger, you know what I'm saying? She cool, you know what I'm saying? Got a fat ass, you know what I'm saying? She's short as fuck, but she cute, she young. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Don't really care. But we had to work together today. And we started talking and shit. And I started getting that feeling of like this runaway feeling. Kind of like you scared and shit. Like that scary feeling like, oh shit. Like, and what scares me is immediately this. They go, this is what they always do. Do you have any kids? They're trying to see how many bitches you fuck without a condom. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they're really trying to say. So you fuck bitches without condoms? Or, you know what I'm saying? You have any kids? You fuck bitches without condoms? You raw dogging? You know, everybody, they like the raw dick. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? So it's like, no. And this what sucks when you're a Chad or a Chad light, because I'm 6'2". But it's like, it's fucking sad because, see, looks, people always talk about looks and shit. These incels always talk about looks, but they don't understand his personality. It plays such a big part. Personality plays such a big part. It's not even funny. It's like if you don't fucking act like, you know, that guy or some shit like that, they immediately, You know what I'm saying? If you don't act like that guy, or you don't fucking cater to their fucking insecurities and shit, they immediately just throw you out the fucking. They're like, oh, you're not a man enough for me. You can't handle me. You know, mentality, or like, oh, you just not. You're a boy or some shit, and it's like, bitch, what the fuck? You know, it's just so fucking insulting to your intelligence. Not even like your manhood, because it's like, bitch, I'm good, but you know. But they like to attack your manhood and shit, and it's not even like. What type of manhood are we talking about? We're talking about basically just like, in general, like how, not how manly you are, it's hard to explain, but just how like independent you are, how you take care of yourself, how you see yourself. They like to refer to you like as like you're a boy, and it's just like you're immature, you don't know shit about life, you know, to where you just be talking out the mouth and shit, not really like know what you're saying. You know what I'm talking about, like how kids do, kind of just say shit out of ignorance. You know, so yeah, man, that shit right there be lame, bro. It'd be super lame, cause you be thinking like what the hell, you know? Like, I know what I know what, you know what I'm saying? Like I know what's going on. They'll be acting like you ain't ready for some shit, you know? And it's just like, it just gets tiresome after a while, bro. You know? And you were something to realize, basically, what you're constantly dealing with is just people's egos. And it's sad because their egos are so fragile. It's just, it's fucking bullshit. You know? Like, it's just simply just bullshit. Like, they ain't really about shit. They just like to say they are. I don't even know anymore, man. This shit, it's just all fucking crazy. But that's all I wanted to go on here and just say is just like, man, like, it's really just that feeling, you know what I'm saying? Of basically just like, hold up. I got back. But yeah, like this is that feeling of just like the fear, bro. Cause like I ain't gonna lie to you, like this is what I'm basically afraid of. I ain't finna front. Like I was afraid basically the girl was gonna ask like, so are you have kids, you know what I'm saying? Or what do we have a girlfriend, wife, you have anything going on in your life like that? You know what I mean? Because that's what these most regular people like. That's what makes their life like worth living. Like they have kids, they have a wife, they fuck bitches. Because I'm at the job, niggas talking about pussy and shit. Like, oh, we just came over here. It's like that's all they do. And they some Africans came over here. What else they got to do besides get a job, work, support themselves and shit? You know what I'm saying? I mean, really though. And then besides once you do that shit, what else you gonna be doing? Getting pussy, get somebody pregnant, take care of your kids. Like that's all people fucking do. So it's like, you know, like what do you got to do? So the immediate thing is that's what people think, most regular people. So if you talk to regular people, it's like they start asking, you gonna have to really say, cause you so far behind. It's like you gonna have to really just say straight up, like, cause it's. I mean, what do you can lie, you can say all this type of shit, but for me, it's hard for me to lie, cause I don't give a fuck in the beginning, to begin with. So I'm not gonna like continue on the lie. I'm not gonna 3 months later remember what the fuck I lied to you about. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna go out and say and shit sometimes, but right now I'm not trying not to. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing some woman say like, oh yeah, like, no, I haven't even had sex yet. I ain't trying to have sex. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they gonna be like, you're a virgin? Like, what the fuck? Like, motherfuckers gonna be like, how did that happen? Like, what? And this is a stupid question to ask. Like, why are you a virgin? And then it's gonna be like, well, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to have sex. You know what I'm saying? Obviously. Then it's gonna be like, why? So it's like you have to give a reason why you didn't do some shit. That's like, bitch, why aren't you in China right now? You don't tell me all the shit you doing here? But that's gonna be still excuses on why you're not in China. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you basically have to degrade yourself and be like, bro, I ain't shit. I'm ugly. I'm fucked up. I'm a fucked up person. That's why. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna like amount to, and you're gonna be like, it's gonna be, the meaning, and it's just like, you know. So that's why it's like I don't really feel as such to do such thing, you know. That's why it's like, and then like you being Chad in the face and body or whatever, but not having the personality, makes them really think that you're crazy. They literally think you're fucking crazy. I've had bitches literally walk by me and be like, see that guy over there? Something wrong with him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, they gonna be thinking something wrong with you in the most horribilistic way. And it makes you something wrong with you because you start to hate motherfuckers. Because guys start to treat you like you ain't shit. They like to buck at you a lot and test you. And bitches like to fucking sit there and throw ass at you. And if you don't catch that shit, you come off as all types of other things. So that can really fuck you up psychologically. You know what I'm saying? If you're not mentally prepared for certain such things. As I had friends literally fucking go gay, be a fucking faggot and shit, which really don't even exist based off of that thought. So it's all fucked up, But yeah, that fear, man, it's just like that shit. That's why I'd be scared as fucking death, man. Be paranoid, thinking a lot of different shit, But I'm gonna go ahead and sign out on that one.